themselves. I got a Friday 5-pack of 5 guys I'm most excited to see this weekend and keep an eye on this weekend. We'll get to that next here in the Locked On Leafs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. It's your team every day. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love using FanDuel. It fits how I like to bet, whether it's on player props, building a same-game parlay, futures, live bets. They got it all. It makes every game more exciting, whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. It's quick, it's easy, and the best way to add a little bit more energy to those Sundays. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. The Locked On Leafs podcast continues. Mike DiStefano, Dave Morisuti with you as we are each and every weekday on the Locked On Leafs podcast. Free and available wherever you get a podcast. Also up on YouTube as well. So we got the Maple Leafs rookie showdown, little rookie showcase, rookie tournament, however you want to classify it. The rookie tournament takes place this weekend. Again, 2 games. They will be facing off against the Ottawa Senators Saturday, 1 o'clock, Montreal Canadiens on Sunday at 3 p.m. And then that will do it for the rookie, quote, tournament. Not much of a tournament when it's only 2 games. So I think that might be why they're classifying it more so as a showcase this year as opposed to a traditional tournament. But we've been talking about the players that will be taking part in the tournament, in the showcase. I've got a Friday 5-pack of 5 guys I'm most excited to see here. Would you like to hear it, Dave?
Let's hear it. Let's see it.
All right. Coming in at number 5. Got Luke Haynes. Luke Haynes comes in at number 5, and he was someone that the Maple Leafs obviously liked a lot. They drafted him. They took him as a college free agent last year. So Luke Haynes is someone who I think has an opportunity to play some NHL games. I think he kind of takes the place of why am I blanking? Who's the guy who departed? Steves. He's kind of that Alex Steves replacement in a way for the Maple Leafs. So he's someone that you look at and you think, okay, there's probably going to be some sort of NHL, AHL future for him at the very least. So I'm curious to see what he can do in a Maple Leafs uniform here with the prospects. And he's a bit more on the older side for the rest of the guys. So yeah, Luke Haynes is number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4, Tyler Hopkins. We got Tyler Hopkins coming in at number 4. He was the Maple Leafs 3rd round pick this past season. And a lot of people thought that he may have been the best pick of the Maple Leafs that they made at the draft. Plays for the Kingston Frontenacs. Last season, he had 51 points in 67 games. Good two-way player for the Frontenacs. 6'1", 185 pounds at just 18 years old. So they're expecting him to grow into his body a little bit more. But he is someone who I'm excited to see what he can do. I did see he's projected to be on the 4th line, so I don't know if they're going to shake some things up. He'll end up with a little bit more responsibility at some point. But Tyler Hopkins, one of the Leafs, better prospects from this past draft. So excited to see what he can do for the very first time.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about him. I think, you look at the stats from last year, 51 points in 67 games with Kingston. It's pretty solid. The playoffs, he only had 5 points in 11 games, but he's a guy that, if he can take steps, hopefully one of those, we talked so many times, this Leafs team has struggled to find guys outside of the first and second round to really have an impact, or even just look like they're going to be someone that can be a contributor down the road, right? And so
yeah, for sure.
It was very interesting when they did take him, how many people were actually really happy with that pick, because generally, sometimes when you take guys third round, you say maybe he can be something. It was almost like right away, like everyone's like really like this pick, solid pick.
Yeah. Well, I think he was projected to be almost like a late second round guy, and he ends up going late in the third round. So it was just a good value selection, and someone that, again, like you mentioned, a lot of people project to be a future NHLer if things progress positively for Tyler Hopkins. And he'll get his first crack this weekend at the Rookie Showcase to show the team what he's got. Should mention, though, by the way, that it is not Craig Berube who will be coaching at the Showcase. Gruden. Yeah, it's going to be John Gruden, the head coach of the Toronto Marlies, which makes sense because most of these guys, if not all of them, will be with the Marlies. So it's just getting a little early taste of John Gruden and how he wants to play, and John Gruden getting to know these guys as well. Hopkins won't be there. He will be obviously in the OHL with the Kingston Frontenacs, but some of these other players, including the next guy on my list, will be in the American Hockey League this year. Next on my list, Noah Chadwick. Noah Chadwick, and this guy's really become one of the bigger draft steals, I guess, of the Tree Living era to this point in terms of prospect status. He was a 2023 sixth round pick, 185th overall, and he's already become, a top 5 prospect here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Big body, left shot defenseman, 6'4", 210 pounds, and he's really improved upon his offense over the last 2 years. He wears the C for the Lethbridge Hurricanes in the WHL, or did last year, I guess, in his final season in the dub. But 53 points in 66 games, 13 goals, and 43 penalty minutes. So, he's a guy who plays a two-way game. He can really pass. He can let go of a bomb, and he can skate too. So this is a player who I'm really, really excited about to watch this upcoming weekend, because I think Noah Chadwick has a future with the Maple Leafs. He's one of the few guys who I do expect to see play NHL games at some point at this tournament. So Noah Chadwick comes in at number 3 for me.
Yeah, I've kind of been keeping my eye on Chadwick's development, because I saw in his, I think the year after he got drafted, like he took a big step forward.
Yeah.
Right? Because he got drafted, you said 2023. The next season, 12 goals, 56 points in 66 games. Career year for him. Lethbridge, not a bad team. I would say that there's obviously better teams in the WHL, but
playoff team a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were bounced the first round, I think, each of the years leading up to, but last year they really did take a big step forward. I think they went at least 3, if I'm not